Hello, we're continuing our discussion with John Oliver. Now, John, we were speaking about KRE, and I was wondering what would happen if someone did get kidnapped? What would be next?
Well, it depends, of course, if you have KRE insurance. If you don't have the insurance, the question becomes, who do you call? Do you call the FBI? Do you call the sheriff? Call the local police? God forbid, if you're in Mexico, do you call the federales? Who do you call? If you have KRE insurance, the first call you make is to the crisis response team. Very, very, very vital point that the KRE gives you the availability to. Then once that call is made, the crisis response unit that has people involved that have decades and decades of experience in working for the federal government, law enforcement, military units, and most of them are based in London and South Africa and the United States. They have the expertise to begin the negotiation process of getting your loved one back. That will begin the process of negotiating with the people who have got the loved one, the employee, whatever, to get them back safely. That's the key to this. We want to get them back safe and sound. Then, where are you going to get the money? If they demand $2 million, $5 million, $10 million, do you have the net worth to be able to do it? You may have the net worth. Do you have the liquidity? If you got KRE insurance, you can go to that banker and say, look, I've got a $6 million policy here. My wife's been kidnapped. They're demanding this ransom. I've got to come up with the money, and I've got to come up with it now. Here is the collateral. It's a reimbursement policy. They don't pay it directly, but if you borrow that $6 million and subject to, the insurance company is going to reimburse you for the $6 million plus lots of other incidental expenses. So you have the crisis response team to bring this to a successful conclusion, hopefully, with the training and experience in place, and you have that instrument that's going to allow you to get the loan if necessary and reimburse you and reimburse the bank so that you can get this at a minimum expense to yourself. So keep in mind, who do you call? Where do you get the money? Two very, very, very important elements of a KRE policy.